Welcome back to another breakdown video. It was good, Savage Gang. So kind of in continuation to yesterday's breakdown video, we talked about how basically price was kind of on this little downtrend, making its way back to this daily level over here. Over here. And then after breaking out, we were able to catch this whole long from here to here. The second that we started respecting levels over here at this daily level, excuse me, we anticipated a correction of this whole entire push over here. This was the first correction that we anticipated that we were going to catch. We caught about 100 pips on this trade over here, and then price just kind of completely just obliterated all the way up to the ceiling. You know what I mean? But let's talk about last night's Asian / London session. Straight complete garbage, jog water. It was like a night of no patience. We were on Zoom, and I was calling this shit the whole time. Frustrated the fact that, like, wow, I hate being a scalper sometimes because our stop losses are so small, and sometimes the candles are pretty massive. You know what I'm saying? Direction is there. We know about the direction. But, I guess what I kind of want to show you guys is, like, yo, like, sometimes you're going to have to switch it up a little bit. And that's exactly what I did last night, right? And thank God that I was able to do that. I don't want to consider gambling because I did manage massive risk on this one. But let's talk about it. So notice over here how we have this very active and valid daily fib over here. On the 1 hour, price did come to the 50 and stuff like that. I should have waited for it to come down here in this entry, but it was kind of more of a situation where it was like, not only is it a break and retest, but it was just like a no patience type of night. We had kind of came back, rejected 38, and we had this push over here. On Asian session, sorry, I blacked out a little second. And then we had a correction. The crazy thing is, we took longs over here, got completely destroyed. I lost right there. Then we ended up getting back in, and I lost that trade again. And then we got back in again. Literally the third time, I was able to catch 20 pips. Thank God. And then getting broke even. And bro, I was like, no way. Like, there's no fucking way. There's no way. So, I sent a little swing trade. I was like, okay, I'm going to take a little swing trade, lower the lot size, put like a 30 pip stop loss, fuck it. Let's see what happens. And it definitely worked out very well for me. I knew price was definitely going to go to 154 or 400 to complete this whole entire fib. Like, I just knew it. Like, I was talking about it. I was frustrated about it. Like, I was like, yo, it's going to happen. Like, I'm pissed. Like, and everybody in the Zoom is like, yo, calm down, Daniel, relax. And I'm just like, no, because I know it's going to go up there. And, it sucks sometimes being a scalper because it's just like, bro, we have such a disadvantage when price seems to, move very massive with these big moves. And especially because these candles are 15 pips long, 10 pips long. And it's just like, bro, like, in one candle, your trade can go to shit. You know what I'm saying? And it can be very, very annoying. You know what I'm saying? So we do have a disadvantage. So yesterday, I turned myself into a little swing trader. And I threw a little 2-lot, and I was able to catch literally over 100 fucking pips. And look at this entry at 153, 385, and then 154, 325. Like, I was able to catch over 100 fucking pips on that trade. And that's crazy, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, sometimes you got to kind of switch it up a little bit because, for us scalpers, we do have a nasty disadvantage. We have a nasty disadvantage, and it's terrible. Like, it's not fun to get stopped out and then see your trade go completely in your favor. Like, it's annoying. It's hell annoying. But anyways, so, I did anticipate price was going to respect this fib level. Something you guys will see a lot as well is when you see an Asian session push, you kind of will see it kind of respect almost every time that resistance. And then when that London session comes out, that pre-London London push, like, bro, for some reason it kind of seems to correct this move always, drop a little bit under to kind of like trick people and fake people out, and then just kind of like just correct it all over again and then push over, and then go to the next zone. You know what I'm saying? And you guys will notice that a lot. So we had targets over here from this previous level, which is definitely a magnet. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. So I kind of want to look at it as a major level, and price did make its way back as expected. And yeah, I was grateful to be able to make my money back, at least a little bit of it, with that trade. So I mean, I never really swing trade, but I might consider doing it with based off market conditions. Like, sometimes you gotta have to switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? And as you can see, like, I knew direction was gonna go there. I knew it was gonna fly. I knew it. I literally called it. Said it in my exclusive chat. I was saying it all night. Said it on Zoom all night. Like, I know it's going to go there. But the fact that I was taking these scalp entries, like, bro, like, it was such a disadvantage for me. You know what I'm saying? So switching it up to swinging that trade, like, notice how it played out. So perfect, and it was over 100 pip move. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much what I kind of want to talk about in this video, man. Like, sometimes you gotta kind of switch it up a little bit because, man, like, sometimes the market, you know, just doesn't want to see you win, you know. And as you can see, you know, I lost 2 trades, but, you know, I was able to make my money back with that last third trade that I took. And then I got stopped out the freaking break even. The best thing I did was take 70% partials because I was going to reopen up another position the second that it broke this resistance, because I was going to ride it back to this level. But I was already asleep at this time. So since I was like, you know, I'm not gonna wait for it. I'll just send a little swing trade, and boom, you know, when price, you know, price just completely just went in my favor. Yeah, guys, like I said, you know, round it all off, you know, sometimes you gotta kind of switch it up a little bit, and at least I was able to recuperate most of my losses, and now wait for tonight. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's do a little breakdown on what I think is going to most likely happen. So look at this, right? This level's pretty strong too. This is exactly what I think is going to happen for tonight. So basically, now that we've made our way back to 154, 400, this level's pretty strong, right? Pretty strong level. You see massive rejections, and then finally, when we got that break, it was a massive drop. You know what I'm saying? So we're in an area where we kind of have, like, you know, we kind of got big players here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm going to look at it. That's how I'm going to call it, right? We got little big players here because, you know, these little big players in this area, you know, they're strong, right? They want to push price far back. You know what I'm saying? Like, over here, we got 300-pound bodybuilders. You know what I'm saying? We're going to push price pretty far deep up inside. You know what I'm saying? Than other areas where we got, like, little 150-pounders right over here. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's probably a stupid example. But you know what I'm saying, right? So we're in an area where most likely price is going to be pushed pretty high or, you know, pretty down. So we do have a massive clean movement over here, which is real beautiful. So there's a very high probability, since this freaking this 50 SMA, excuse me, on the 1 hour, as you can see, it's kind of making its way on a little scoop. I'm going to look at the 4 hour, right? I'm looking at the 4 hours. So 4 hour, as you can see, we're kind of already breaking and retesting this 50 SMA. I mean, we do have this clean traffic. So I'm going to move this a little bit up here because this is kind of where I want to see my targets. And I'm going to kind of highlight this green just because I can, like, visually see, like, hey, look, this is going to be a target for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for Asian session to kind of do its manipulation. And then I'm going to wait for that, I'm going to wait for, what's it called? London session to kind of go over there and give me that, you know, okay, let me give me them confirmations, and we're going to ride it right back up. Because what I'm predicting is we're probably going to come back down, retest 153,800 area, probably do a fib play on this whole entire clean ass move right over here, which is very valid. You know, this is also a very clean fib here. You know, it's depending how the next candles close and open. But yeah, it would also be considered a break and retest if price does come back over here, if this seems to be our high of the peak of the Fibonacci. But yeah, probably what I'm going to be waiting for is most likely we might get a break, a retest here, and then more continuation up here. And that could be a potential from this area here, another 100 pip move. Or if price decides to just consolidate all night here, and then, you know, kind of just rip up here, about a 60 pip move. But I do definitely see targets back to 155, no doubt in my head. We're going back to 155. Like, there's no doubt. Where would I be bearish? I'd be bearish if we get a break and retest of here, under here. We played on here, trade under here, and then we're most likely to come back down to 153,200. So if price can maintain above 153, 750 or 700 level, between this area right over here, price can maintain above that area, then I'm 100% bullish all the way to about 155 again for about 100, 120 pips, 130 pip move, right? But if price continues to trade under 153, 600 area, rejecting 153, 700, 800 area, then there's a very high probability we're going back to 153, 200 and continuation, correct? But like I said, guys, above 153, 700, 800 level, we're bullish back to 155, no doubt in my mind. And under 153, 600, we're bearish, at least short term to 153, 200 for the 40 pip move. And depending on how we treat this area, it could be an impulse, Could be literally an impulse sell all the way back to 152, 650 area. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, guys, for buys, I'm looking for price to be holding a 153, 750 area back to 155 for about 125 pip move. And for sells, I'm looking for a price to either, well, this would be a very aggressive sell because we'd still be in the Fibonacci, but a little aggressive sell would be, to, kind of break and retest under this area because remember, price action is king. Back to this area and then back to this area right over here. So we can easily catch, if we're lucky, 100 pips on a sell and 120 pips on the buys, right? So like I said, this sell from here to here would be kind of very, very aggressive depending on the time. If you are, if you decide, if we start to trade under this 50 SMA, like I said, a break and retest, like under it, then yeah, I'd consider taking the sells over here. But 100% bearish under 152.200 to 152.600, and slightly bearish at this area. Ready for shorts under this area. Ready for shorts in this area, and then 100% shorts here. And of course, until then, I'm 100% buys, 100% bullish back to 155. So depending on how the sessions go out, it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's still pretty early. We'll see what happens. But like I said, guys, that's what I'm looking for. And that's definitely what I plan to do. It sucks I wasn't able to, capitalize on these moves over here and the push over here. Decided to come back to this area. It's fine. It's normal. I mean, it was kind of too late already. I was already sleeping. I was already stressed. If I would have been a little bit more patient, I definitely probably would have been able to catch that. But, I still caught it anyways on a smaller account. But whatever. I can't be too greedy, man. Every day is a new day. Same thing here, same situation with, that was a nice little scalp I was looking at. Same situation over here with GU. I talked about it yesterday. I was like, dude, people were selling. I was like, there's no way it's going to sell. We're going to get the nice, we're literally like on a fib long, you know what I'm saying? Look at that, 50 held, break and retest area. Right over here, created support, and boom, came back, retested it, broke out of the channel, did a little fib play right over here, as you can see. I mean, it was just clean buys. The only thing is, it was clean buys as we got closer to New York. You know what I'm saying? Broke out of the channel, fib play, and bam, just complete, slaughter over here back to this area. So a little breakdown was on, we're going to see with GU. So same thing. I think we're going back to 1.4. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for the remainder of the month, we're going to come back all the way back, literally all the way 1.41. I think it. I feel it. I see it. And I've seen it happen millions of times before. So we're clearly downtrend, down channel, side channel, up channel. So if we can maintain above, 1.39 in this area, definitely 1,000,000% bullish all the way back over here for about, what, 70 pips? About 60, almost 70 pips over this area. But knowing GJ will melt. GU, it will melt probably back into this range just to come back, break above it, and then push up, right? So I'm definitely buys on GU until we break under here. If we break under this area right over here, which is 1.38700, then I'm definitely sells all the way back to this area right over here, right? Definitely sells back to this area right over here for about, what is that, 100 pips? 100 pips, 70 pips. So definitely sells under this area, 1.38700, and above 1.38700. I'm still bullish, and I'm bullish 1,000,000% above 1.39400, all the way back to 1.4, and then from there, all the way back to 1.41, right? So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. That's a GU breakdown, GJ breakdown, a little lesson learned, a little, tips and stuff like that as well. So I hope you guys like this video. I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow for another breakdown, kind of in continuation of what happened. So let's see what's going to happen tonight. Let's see what's happening. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.